It's week 3 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Panthers and the Raiders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to...
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
It's fair to say this season hasn't gotten off to the type of start they likely envisioned for themselves, but it's still early. A win here, it could go a long way towards changing the trajectory of this entire season. But what's going to make this even more difficult today, not only the worthy opponent that they face, but having to go on the road and do it here in a hostile environment. If he is able to lead his team to a win today, I think that gives them the spark to turn this season around.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down. He'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
Here's Minshew. He's got the tight end Mayer. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the give, this is Madison.
A'Shawn Robinson on the stop. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Panthers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Carolina 1st down. From the gun, it's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down is Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Young. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Wilkins is able to get home, and he was one of the Raiders' most noteworthy additions this offseason. Following an impressive 9-sack season last year in Miami, Vegas clearly knows that he is a difference maker along that defensive front, and plays like that are a big reason why.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll motion over Thielen. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll toss this one out to Madison. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They need to get to the 22, but now face the 3rd down. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on third down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
Gonna get that complete. Jakobi Meyers. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start, offense.
Little run here with Madison. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The tight end motioning left here. Young gonna give it to Brooks. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now Young. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Gallup. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Madison. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
In motion is Myers. To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. He gets this complete, finding Adams. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Vegas.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion is Myers. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Clowney comes up with the big sack, and you can make an argument, Mike, that he's coming off his best season of his career. 9.5 sacks just a year ago. Now he's back home in the Carolinas, where he's already making his presence felt.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Minshew. He finds the rookie from Georgia, Brock Bowers. 3rd and long. The shotgun, a throw from, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Young to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we're back in Vegas after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They put a receiver in motion to the left. A 2nd down throw for Young. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Divine Diablo there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion, heading left. On 2nd down, Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Liget. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. From the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On play action, Young. We'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Young. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Adam Thielen, touchdown Carolina. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Raiders nothing.
Seven-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. 2nd primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. Then on Monday, a doubleheader comes your way. It's the Jags and the Bills in Orchard Park. Note the start time, 7:30 Eastern. Followed by the Commanders and Bengals. That kicks off at the usual 8:15 starting time. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back is Minshew. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Minshew. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Panthers offense and veteran wideout Adam Thielen set to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Young. Catch made by Thielen. And it looks like he's gonna have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal it is a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. On first down is Young. He's got a man. It's the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To throw, Young. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Sending a receiver right. Here's Young to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Throwing here on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Patterson's kick is good. And the Panthers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Raiders offense make their way out to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Minshew. Finding his tight end there. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Madison. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They put Adams in motion. They'll try and throw with Minshew. That's going to be caught by Gallup. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Minshew. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A big loss.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. To throw is Young. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Back to throw. Young. He'll try to hit him with a screen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Young hands it to Hubbard. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Here's Young. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll look underneath here for Brooks. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. The Chargers, hot to begin the year as they run their record now to 3-0. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Rachaad White, a touchdown run in the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Minshew. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in backwards. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On the draw, here's Madison. And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Raiders send their punt team out as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. 2nd and 7. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, Young. That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Now Hubbard. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Panther 1st down.
Putting the tight end in motion. Young to throw on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go play action with Young. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try it now with Brooks. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
That's taken in by the running back, Madison.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He'll get this complete to Gallup. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Play action now with Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Byron Young that time, getting in there to bring him down. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now Young. That's from the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Now Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man is Johnson. A 2nd down throw for Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw, Young. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop up. That will be no gain on the screen. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The home team's offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
When you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the 1st down, Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, 2-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time young breakout rookie tight end.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, a run with Madison. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. Now he'll run. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Straight ahead, here's Madison. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Minshew. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Now Young gonna keep it himself. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Young gonna give it to Brooks. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 2nd down, Young.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Tremble comes in motion. They'll go once more with Brooks. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
The first back taken in this last year's draft, Mike, and down in Carolina, all the conversation surrounds, can we get more talented skill players around Bryce Young and see if he can become that quarterback of the future that they're all banking on. And with Jonathan Brooks, his production at Texas, 10 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's good in pass protection. He's elusive. He's explosive. He's everything you want in a modern-day NFL running back.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Young. He keeps it himself. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bryce Young, touchdown, Panthers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. Gotta imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Madison. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Here's a third down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll try and throw with Minshew. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in, that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
A toss, and here's Brooks. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. To throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Raiders offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible